He's trying to get a little bit of kill. Boggz trying to get his kill on this Katinga, and it looks like he may get it if he can get just in one more shot. And down it goes. So a little bit of experience there. Good for him. As Clintsat brings up a couple more of his Quebec classes. I think what Boggz was doing is he was responding to a harassment over here as I see these guys come back in. But Boggz now getting a little bit overwhelmed as these Quebec classes decloak right on top of him, and Boggz is getting out. Boggz managed to save off his energy, and he does have the special for these Quebec classes, which is the Heavy Disruptor. Very good for him. Uh-oh, Boggz sitting here pretty with a lone covert with a number of Romulans gathering around him. This is really just either bait or just a mistake, and Boggz is unfortunately in the mistake category in that case. Stardust all over that, figuring that whatever ruse Boggz might have been planning, he was willing to take, and those ships did end up getting a free kill out of it. So back here, down here in the Dominion are pumping out more B8s. Let's see if they got their special. Where did that B8 go here? Over here. We got a pair of B8s here. They do not have their boarding special, which... Whoa! Hello, Stardust has sellers on the map waiting for just a little bit of fun. He is defending with his singularity transmitter with his Solars. And the long range here, these long range ships have high density shield generators, so they are actually a decent, slightly counter the B8s. However, the B8s do seem to be able to still do decent damage to those Solars, despite that heavy weapons, high density shield generators. As you can see, these guys managed to somehow just hang on to their life, quite frankly, as some strikes in the area looking to get this kill on this B8. See, this B8's got a 26 defense. It's quite sturdy compared to what you might think of as a sturdy ship here. It doesn't seem. Maybe it just has a lot of hit points. Anyways, so some more B8s coming to push these guys off. These pulse weapons doing decently well against these guys. Clintsat moving down to help his ally, the Romulans, and in the meantime, Boggz moving over, trying to get a little bit of a raid back on this main as it is just kind of pushing out bait in the general vicinity. Now let's see if Boggz goes for this, and he is going to go for this. Decloaking 4 versus Clintsat, who is about to decloak 6 ships in the general vicinity. Boggz is going to be outnumbered. He needs to just take out this Katinga really quick. If he just gets that last couple shots off in it, good. He got him. He knows where the... that was a ruse. He knows where the Klingons are sitting, and so he is going to make a run through Star's base. Since he knows where they're at, he can just... As long as he can keep this certain distance... Oh, and he's managed to do a successful hit and run with his cloaking. Now Clintsat going to do a little bit of cloaking on his own here. Not going to at least want to give away his position, though that little bump kind of does tell you where they're at. Stardust putting down a refitted scout here. Scout refit, and a lot of little ships here. But as he is going into these Solars, he's got 3 of them on the board, and none more left out on the, no more producing. Boggz with a little bit of scouting with the Brels. These B8s here, as they are slowly gathering mass here, these 3 Solars are probably no match versus these 5. As we saw how fast these guys were getting taken down, the question is, like, how close can these guys get away from that base before they... Somehow, I think that Nephalim knows these Solars are here. Maybe he senses the sensor thing or something, or like the physics block that Cloak does still do. In the meantime, these sellers are moving over to look at some tasty expansions, but we'll see how this goes. And the Cloak has a, I believe, 10 to 15 second time, but in the meantime, he is just not... Stardust not liking the odds there, ditching his unwitting pursuers, and may end up just going back to the main. So in the meantime, Boggz doing around a little bit of scouting, a whole bunch of cloaking going on here, as it sort of becomes submarine warfare. Who will strike first? And I believe this is going to be Stardust here, going to decloak and blow up this main dilithium of the Dominion here. And Nephilim is really way out of position as 4 additional ships decloak on top of the sellers here, and down goes some ships. These A-20s are going to die very, very quickly, and these guys are going to be able to turn out and burn down these mining ships here. Clint coming down to help. Boggz in the general vicinity. Boggz not going to be able to decloak, should not decloak at the moment. And here comes the manual targeting from these guys as they are going after, forcing the re-uncloak, and Boggz really making good use of the Burrell here's manual targeting, showing really just how it should be used. Manages not to lose that, which is really quite hard. An allied repair would be lovely. The V8's coming, giving these guys enough time. Nephilim microing his Boggz just enough here, as this little bit of stuff getting lost here, and wow, Jesus, these B8s really pushing stuff back really, really well, pumping out some DPS. Unfortunately, there was no cloaked guy in the general vicinity. Wow, that really turned the tide here, getting a couple kills off of it, and I don't see that they lost much of anything. Boggz, in the meantime, having a free run, knows where the enemy is going to run right up into this expansion, I would expect. Oh, a scout station here. Let's see if Boggz can make this run work. He's got only a little bit of time. This is Boggz putting a little bit of pressure, trying to draw off what he knows is a fleet somewhere. So this is time for him to cloak and run, buddy, because you totally don't have any forces here. Oh, as he brings in a cavort to supplement his forces, Boggz is in 2 places at once. Putting down some fire, and these guys are about to get overwhelmed. But as Boggz decloaks over here with his Radiant Quebec classes, he is totally going to have those guys ranked up. Now Boggz, time to cloak. This cavort needs to also cloak out. That guy just needs to get a couple more shots in it. Oh, and he's going to miss that opportunity, unfortunately. So close, so close. Probably wishing he didn't get that, didn't decloak off, didn't move away just as he was. Anyways, Boggz is going to have really fun over here. His Quebecs are just eating stuff up left and right. Going to be able to get a couple more mining kills. This will be quite nice. They should manage to just burn down this guy and keep on moving. They just get this last... No. They just need to leave this station alone. Need to leave it alone. But Boggz decides otherwise. Going to take out this Tom May and then manage to burn on this. So Stardust, you see on the minimap here, is about to put a little bit of pressure on Boggz because he knows where Boggz is. Oh, Stardust is going to do kind of the same trick, going to put himself in 2 places at once, going for the main of the Dominion as well as the main on Boggz. This will put a little bit of scare in him. Boggz trying to hang out over here, giving himself, I don't know, a little bit of distance. Oddly enough, he does see that folks are running away, and Boggz getting tagged in his main here. At the same time, let's see what Stardust is doing in this other base. Stardust getting his raiding force, giving a little bit of distraction going on. Going to be able to put some kills down in this general vicinity. Boggz, I don't know why he's not moving these guys around. Probably a little bit distracted. Yeah. And oddly enough, oh, manual targeting here being put to use, but oddly enough, Stardust pulling away there. Boggz hanging out here, waiting for ships to come out of this battle yard. That is just nasty. And over here, woo, a B5 on the map. Is that a prototype, or that is the prototype? Still, B5's in the area. Nice to see. Oh, and here is a real one. As these guys put some pressure on the Romulans, still not able to find them, so to speak. Ooh, and Clintsat coming in really hard on Boggz. His sensor station in the area. He is about to get some serious hurt in this area. Boggz pushing down on some of this mining station here, trying to maybe get a little bit more experience. But he's also going to lose his expansion here as Clintsat just managed to get a nice big old fleet together. We'll be taking on Boggz' expansion. And Boggz has nothing in the general area to do anything about it. Let's see what he's got in his main. He doesn't have a lot in his main either. He is going to be able to take out... Oh, this ship is getting severely damaged, but unable to really... Oh man, that is such a damaged ship. Not able to get away. Clintsat tearing up this expansion here. Boggz trying to get his ships out of this area. Maybe get them hidden for a little bit, and Clintsat trying to find them, actually. Boggz moving over here, maybe take a run through... Ooh, here's a heavy weapon platform going up really quickly. Boggz going to go ahead and run through this expansion, try to clean out Clintsat. Boggz decomming things as he can. And Stardust hanging out here with some ships, maybe getting a little bit of raiding going on here and there. Boggz with some Barrels, really making a lot of use of the Barrels. Some of them really good, but I don't know that they have just the sheer firepower that he needs. Ooh, a heavy weapons platform going up, but not in a good position. Wow, a lot of cavorts in the area, going to do a lot of damage to the miners. Boggz needs to cancel this really quickly, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get that up. And these guys are just outside of the range of that Starbase, able to raid that successfully. Boggz knows that he can't take on that huge fleet, taking on all the miners that he can find as much as possible, getting a kill there. Needs to pop up here, maybe get one last kill here. And but as it is, he is in a world of hurt in his main, as Clintsat making short work of his ships in the area, and Boggz getting a little bit of the ships in the range of the Starbase. Starbase getting almost a kill there, as that guy is heavily defended, but it's only a Katinga. Boggz taking hits somewhere as he's taking hits from the heavy weapons platform, most likely, as Boggz is going to go around and raid on some main stuff here as well. Clintsat just cleaning up in Boggs' main. Boggz is moving up. Not a good time to decloak here. He would lose too many ships. I think he should just leave his leave this fleet until they can counterattack somewhere, which Boggz is doing. He's doing his best he can to attack everything in the vicinity, making his presence felt just as much as possible. As Clintsat, having had his fun, managed to get take stuff off the map. Ooh, wow, a big D on the board as Stardust has put up a whole bunch of defense batteries. Not something you see every day. Another big D out on the board very shortly. Boggz burning through everything he can get his hands on here. One more shot on this cavort, and down it goes. Needs to stay outside the range of that starbase. He is doing a great job of micro as he can. As Clintsat moving up there. Ooh, the Romulans are in a nasty place to strike. Where are... Whoa, hello. Did I misplace my Dominion fleet? No, here's the Dominion fleet sporting 2 battle cruisers over here, as well as... here's, I believe, the prototype. However, Stardust going... These warbirds coming in and trying to burn down things. Ooh, a little bit of a special there, preventing these guys from moving. This guy also locking down a prototype. Oh, that is going to be meat on some wolves to meat. Oh, but the auto-targeting manages to only target the weaker defensive construction ship, and we have a fight on our hands here. The Dominion are in their main, trying to fight off all of these sellers with B8s and B5.